See, basically, what is the purpose of the this keyword? This keyword can be used for many, okay, for many purpose. Okay, I have already listed down this. So basically, you see, it is a reference variable that refers to the current object. For example, you have already seen many examples. You have already gone through some programs where you have seen an object is calling one function. Okay, we have always seen that whenever you are to call any function from your class, you have to call it using the object. Yes, so the object makes the function call. The object, with using the object, you will be calling a function of your class. Now suppose, so this is how we are referring to the methods or the functions of class using objects. Now suppose a method, okay, a method wants to refer to a particular object. That means I'm talking about the reverse thing. Okay, उल्टा बोल रही हूँ. हम लोगों ने क्या देखा कि ऑब्जेक्ट एक क्लास फंक्शन या एक क्लास मेथड को इन्वोक कर रहा था. सो द ऑब्जेक्ट वाज रेफरिंग टू अ पर्टिकुलर मेथड ऑफ अ क्लास. नाउ सपोज a class method wants to refer to an object. उल्टा करना है अभी. या just as in case of object, just as in case of method, कंस्ट्रक्टर भी. ठीक है, तो सपोज एक कंस्ट्रक्टर अभी एक पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट को रेफर करना चाहता है. ओके, सो इफ a method wants to refer to an object which called it, okay, I have called the sum function. I'm an object obj, I have called the sum function. It is fine. How will I call it? Obj dot sum. Okay, so this is how we call a function of a class or a method. Now suppose that particular function, the sum function, again wants to call back the object that called it. Okay, so the sum function wants to call that particular object that invoked it, that is the obj object. तो ये कैसे करेगा? Using the this keyword. Okay, or a constructor wants to call a particular object, okay, which it created. So this can be done using the this keyword. Also, there are various other usage. We have 6 types of usage. Okay, so if you see, this can be used to refer to the current class instance variables. Current class instance means, instance variable means what? The object variables. Okay, so this keyword can be used to refer to the current class object variables. This can be used to invoke current class method. It can also be used to invoke current class constructor. It can be used as an argument in the method call. It can be used as argument in the constructor call, and it can be used to return the current class instance from the method. So we have 6 different usages. Okay, however, for the time being, okay, we will be discussing only the first 3. Okay, we will be discussing only the first 3 with examples. So we proceed. Okay, so this is a diagrammatic representation of the usages. Okay, so first we start with how to refer to a current class instance variable using the this keyword. First you have to understand, okay, first you have to understand why we need it. So for that we will try to go through a program for a better understanding. One program that we have already covered. We have already covered such type of program. So first we will look at a program where we will not be using the this keyword. Okay, so this is a very simple program. Fine. So if you see, we have a class student. Inside student we have some instance variables like roll number, name and fee. Okay, followed by that we have a parameterized constructor. Okay, so if how to know that whether or not it is a constructor or it is some user defined function? By looking at the function name. What do we have here? Student, and it is the same as the class name. So from this you have to make out that okay, this is not any user defined function, this is a constructor. And what type of a constructor is it? It is a parameterized constructor because we have a list of parameters inside it. Okay, so we have a parameterized constructor of the student class, inside which we have some assignment statements. Okay, and then we have a user defined function display, which will be used to display the roll number, name and fee of the particular student object. Fine. So I think it is clear till here. Next, you see, we have another class, test this 3. Okay. So we have another class, test this 3. So inside this class, we have the main function. Okay. And in the main function, what have we done? We have created two student objects, S1 and S2. Okay. And we have passed some values, okay, to the parameterized constructor. Fine. So when this S1 student will be created, if you see, when this particular statement will be executed, the S1 object will be created and these values will be, this particular constructor will be called. Okay. This student parameterized constructor will be called. So control will go to this and each of these 3 values will be passed to these arguments or parameters. Okay. So now R contains 111, N contains Ankit and F contains 5000. Fine. So R, N and F, these values will be now assigned to roll number, name and fee. Okay. And then once the values are assigned successfully, we will be simply displaying the values for roll number, name and fee. Is that fine? Program to buji paisa ne? Simple program. We have already discussed parameterized constructor earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. You see, wait a minute. Okay. So this is a simple example. Now we should know why we have to use this keyword. In this example, we have not used this keyword. Have we used? No. You see why? Firstly, you see, first use of this is to, you see, it is always important that your class instance variables and your parameters that you pass through your functions or constructors, they must always be different. Is that clear? The class instance variables and the parameters passed must always be different. Now, when these values will be passed, they will be accepted by R, N and F. And these R, N and F will be assigned to the roll number, name and fee. So if you see, these are the parameters, these are the function or constructor parameters, and these are my class instance variables or the object variables. Okay, so if you look at this, our object variables and our function parameters or constructor parameters are different. What if they are same? It is possible to have same type of instance variables and parameters. But if you have same type of variables, okay, if you have same arguments as that of the instance variables, then it will lead to ambiguity. Ambiguity means it will be unclear. Okay, roll number assigned to roll number, name assigned to name, fee assigned to fee. So this will lead to ambiguity. Okay, so in this example, we don't have ambiguous program. Why? Because our parameters that we have used is different from the class instance variables. But we might have examples, we might have programs where we would choose to use the same parameters as the class instance variables. Now, how to differentiate between which is a class instance variable and which is a parameter which has been passed? Okay, so to differentiate between both, we have to use this keyword. Okay, so so here we will understand in the first usage, we will understand this particular concept, okay, to refer to the current class instance variable. Okay, so we will understand the use of this keyword, how it is used to differentiate between an object's variable and the variables that has been passed as arguments, okay, via a constructor or any method. So first you see, this is one example. Okay, here we have not used this keyword. Also, we have used the same name, the same function parameters as that of the class instance variables. If you look at this, you see class student, we have the same variables, roll number, name, fee, and then inside the constructor also we have the same parameters, roll number, name, and fee. If you can see, look at the body here, it is the same. Yes, we have used the same parameters and as the same class instance variables. Okay, now this will not generate any error. Let me tell you this. Okay, it will execute successfully. It will be error free and it will execute fine. However, it was supposed to return these values for student S1 and it was supposed to return these values for student S2, but because we have ambiguity here, okay, because you have a vague concept, vague idea, because of vagueness, because of inexactness, what will be your output? 0, null, 0.0. Can you see? So here you will have problem in interpretation, because the same thing, roll number is assigned to roll number. You will know, okay, the one who has written the program will know that, okay, this is my constructor parameters, okay, and I have assigned it to the class instance variables. But the compiler will get confused. What to assign to whom? Because both looks the same. The left side variable and the right side all are same. Okay, so to avoid this ambiguous situation, okay, we will now make use of the this keyword. Is that fine? Have you understood what I'm trying to say? I have first explained the same example using different instance variables and different parameters. I used R for roll number here, N for name, and F for fee, so that anyone, and including the compiler, can understand what it is all about. Okay, I took different parameters and I had different class variables. In that case, that is what we have been doing till now, because we have not used the this keyword. Yes or no? So that is what we have been doing so far. But what if our parameters, okay, our parameters and our class instance are the same? Then you will not get any error, but the result will be an error. Okay, the compiler will not generate any error, but the result that you get will be a wrong result. Fine. So to avoid this confusion between same class variable and parameters, what we do is we make use of the this keyword. Okay, so say here the same example has been written using the this keyword. You see, look at this. Here also we have used the same parameters as the class variables, provided we have used the this keyword. So this dot roll number means this is pointing towards one particular object's roll number. This is again pointing towards the same object's name, and this particular expression is pointing towards the same object's fee. So here we are referring the left side of these three statements. The left side expressions are referring to the object instances, object variables, and the right side, these are simply the parameters that have been passed using the constructor. Now when you display this, when you execute this program, your result will be as expected, okay, as you have given. বুজি পাইছা নে?
পাইছো ম্যাম, পাইছো।
কাৰোবাৰ কিবা প্ৰব্লেম আছে? কিবা ডাউট থাকিলে লগে সুধিবা হা। মই এনেও তোমালোককটো সুধিয়ে থাকো, ডাউট আছে নেকি, লগে সুধিবা। Just you have to understand the use of why are we using this? What if we don't use this? We have been using programs, we have been doing programs, we are not using this. Yes or no? But in those programs we had used different parameters and different class instance variables. We might have we might come across programs where we might have to, okay, where the user suppose feels the need of using the same parameters as that of the class instance variables. Now for that you have to avoid ambiguity, you have to avoid the confusion, else you have seen what results you might get. Okay, you will get unexpected results. because it will lead to ambiguity. That is why to point to a particular object's variables, we make use of this. So this keyword is basically used to avoid the confusion that will be created in case we have same class variables and parameters. Okay. Next, we talk about the second usage, which is to invoke the current class method. Okay. To invoke a current class method. Okay. We will directly look at an example. Acha, the session will end. Okay. There's only 1 minute left. So please join back using the same link. So that I don't have to give a message again in the group. Okay. Yeah, that's why here we have one example. See, class A, inside which we have two methods. Okay, so these are not constructors, these are methods, user defined methods, M method and N method. Inside M, we have a simple statement, hello M. Okay, we have to simply display the hello M. And inside N method, we have hello N. We have to display this message. Fine. So we have two single statements to display two messages. One is hello M and this is hello N. I think this is very simple. And inside this N method itself, okay, just wait. All of man clear kori diyo because if you see inside this N method itself, we have another statement, this dot M. Okay, inside this we have this dot M. Okay, so here we are using this particular statement to invoke the other method of the same class. Okay, to invoke the other method of the same class. And then what do we have here? We have a class test this 4, okay, inside which we have the main function, and we are simply creating an object and we are simply calling. Okay, we are simply creating an object and calling this N method. Okay,